Hey everybody, good afternoon from Falcor 2. I see we have some viewers already popping in. Welcome aboard. From ROV, Remotely Operated Vehicle Sebastian. And we have just touched down on a location in the Chulin Channel near the island of Chiloé. And we will be continuing on with our expedition goals of collecting various geological samples, which is what you're seeing the manipulator arm do now. We had a bit of a delay in the start of the dive. That's because we had some pretty awful weather rolling through, so we were just waiting for the swell and the currents and the waves to pass. It was also raining. You see all the sediment raining here. That's kind of what it looked like outside a couple of hours ago. So now that the weather's eased up a bit, we're back in business and we're going to collect some push cores that you see now, and we're also going to do some more vibra cores. And so with me here today, I've got Zach and Chris as our pilots. They're actually controlling the vehicle that you see on your screen right now. Behind me, I've got Carlos, one of our marine technicians. He's doing all of the data logging, making sure all the navigational equipment's coming in correctly, making sure all of our data feeds and sensors are working properly on the sub as well. With me in the room, I've also got an interdisciplinary team of scientists, which is very exciting, from all over the world. We've got many countries and cultures represented here on board this expedition. And although I did mention geological samples, there are actually many biologists and other experts here on board with us as well. This is a very multidisciplinary expedition. And of course, my watch lead right now is Rodrigo, who will introduce himself in just a minute. So excited for him to be narrating the next little bit of this dive. And of course, let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you have any sort of questions for our scientists, please let us know. Just put them into the chat on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. And with that said, I'm going to pass the baton over to Dr. Rodrigo. All right, take it away.
Thank you, Sofia. This is Rodrigo. My name is Rodrigo Fernandez. I'm a marine geologist and geophysicist from the University of Chile. One of the leaders of the expedition, mostly in charge of whatever sampling we do of the seafloor for sedimentological purposes mostly. We, in this project, as Sofia was saying, we have an interdisciplinary group. Our lead scientist is Sebastian Watt from the University of Birmingham. He's a volcanologist. Then we have Rebecca Totten from the University of Alabama, who's in charge of the marine biology team. She's a micropaleontologist/sedimentologist. And then we have the next room in geophysics in charge of multi-beam mapping, subbottom profiling, backscattering, and all things geophysics, Matilde Ferrante from Trieste. So right now we are located west from Isla Grande de Chiloé. Chiloé literally will be translated into the great island of Chiloé, pretty close to the continental shore. And we were mapping yesterday and the night before yesterday something like a north-south strip where we found channels, very interesting channel with several features indicating that there are strong currents, as you see in your screen right now. We're trying to estimate more or less the speed of these currents, and we are within the channel at the moment. You will be able to see an image of this. The channel in this particular portion extends north-south, and it's got like a steep wall to the west and smooth. So So we picked this location because we think that we might be able to see a nice stratigraphy with the vibe recording, and also in terms of geomorphological sorry, point of view, we are sort of in a bend of this channel, so we're in the outer side of this bend, and this is bottom profiling shows data indicating nice accumulation of strata, and we expect that some of the strata here will present the volcanic events that we're studying. So right now we're in the second push core. The push cores are these devices that you see on the screen, where we're trying to sample a length of about 30 centimeters long. The idea being that we just sample the youngest sediments, including the most recently deposited particles, being them siliciclastic or biogenics in origin. And on top of that, we expect to have the water sediment interface and the bottom water that characterize the area. So for the purpose of this, we would like to sample, for instance, living organisms that are just in the seafloor. So for example, we could get an idea after analysis of the local radiocarbon reservoir. That part will be led by Rebecca Totten from Alabama. And also the biologists would like to study the creatures that you see. And right now we're getting a really nice push core that will be perhaps 25 centimeters of sediment, and you see, a change in color. So there's like more brownish colors on the top, more grayish color at the bottom, and we got a nice, I don't remember what's the name in English for that, but in Chile we call them erizos.
Sea urchin.
Very tasty. Ooh, I don't like that very much. So there's a cloud of sediment coming through the tube and making its way to the top. So we should log that. Okay. So we should log the fact that we have a plume of sediment from the same core, probably from the bottom of the core, reaching the surface of the core.
Yep.
So we have contamination. And this would be the second push core.
So that could be
Push core number 2 has this problem. So you guys got that?
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
You log that?
Yeah, he's got it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So we're gonna go for the third push core. So in this case, yes, we got the water sediment interface, also brownish colors on top, grayish color at the bottom, and hopefully this time go slowly, so we don't get the contamination we got in the first one, in the second one. Oops, apparently went pretty well. So it seems that number 3 is fairly good.
That's a good sample. Yeah. Nice and full.
top of the reddish being the surface. So that was an indication that we disturbed the surface, and we don't want to get another sample from a disturbed location. So we will move a little bit to the sides, away from this disturbance, to take the next push core. And yeah, see, perhaps due to the current, sometimes we get some material, very fine grain, placed mostly, making its way into the bottle. What? What's that? Like an alien?
Oh, it's a seaweed.
No, I think that's a mythological creature from the seas of Chiloé. Probably a monster, a demon, a local demon. Be careful with the demons in this area.
Remember not to take 4 again. Or so.
So of course that was a joke, or perhaps not. You never know when I'm talking. So people get really confused by me. So they never know when I'm joking, when I'm being serious. It's one of my powers. So the thing is, yesterday we got led by Dani Levinyanko. She's a local teacher, a native from this region. She's a Mapuche, and she was telling us about the mythological creatures that populate this area. So that's why I got all sort of demons and gods and goddesses in my brain at the moment. Okay, good penetration. So now we want to check if everything is intact. Because we're logging things like if we able to see any disturbance in the core, so we need to identify we actually got the water column right on top of the seafloor. In this particular one, not so sure. It seemed that we didn't compress the sediment like we did in the previous ones. So assuming we still got the surface but not so much water. Yeah, she's dancing for us. You know, with that sexy tail. Oh, we lost the bottom of the core. And now you can see the disturbance that is spraying up. So we got, this is a nice picture for all you guys that like to study fluid mechanics. So you saw that disturbance, turbid flow going from the bottom towards the top of the core. Yeah, check it off. Yeah, so the pilot is now showing off some pretty cool dance move. So we'd like to have that pretty clean before we try a second attempt with this one.
But you could put in the notes that that was the second attempt. Yeah. There's no there's nothing to log if nothing is recovered. Yeah. So just put as a note that. Just.
Yeah. So going down again. All right, gotta clean that up again. More shaking, yeah, right? See, she agrees. Gotta shake that tail.
Like Ben.
What about?
I like Ben.
What's that?
Oh, the
thank goodness the Viper Core is like right in front of us.
All right. So now we see that we actually got a little bit of the water just above the seafloor. So we've got nice sampling of the interface. Okay, this one has some disturbance, but different from the previous one. The disturbance here came from kind of the top third part of the sediment layer. So
I don't know, change.
yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
So-
let's try a different tube. Maybe the
So
valve is messed up.
for some reason we're not getting the cylinder totally full of sediment. There is some grooving on the side or something that allow water to move, through the core. So that's why you create disturbance, turbulent flow, and we start moving material from bottom to top. Pretty interesting physics phenomena though.
It's striking with them before. I think it's the now. Based on sea because the others have come through their space. First three just were everywhere. So it's the now.
Jan Bert, thank you very much for your message. We enjoy what we do, so that'll probably make it easier to make it entertaining. Oh, with another alien / devil coming through. See ya, Speedy Goblin Shark. Thank you for being with us a few minutes. Hope next time you stay longer.
For 6 or 5.
Look for 5, I gotta blow from anywhere.
So are we using now number 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we
You
don't
guys
like,
log that?
we don't like 4.
Okay.
We think something's weird with it.
So yeah, so there's no sample, Jacob. Just just that's it's really bad. It's just
Could you want me to stop fill this?
just in case you might do this. Yeah.
So right now we're attempting to recover the 4th push core, but with push core 2. Sorry, what's that white line on the side of the tube? Is that something attached to it, or is it just damage? Or...
Scratch.
Ah, it's a scratch? Okay. But it's on the outside, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
It's murky.
So we're trying to pick a location that we haven't sampled before, so it's free of disturbance. So to get a neat sample undisturbed from the seafloor in this area.
Yeah. Let's see it. Let's get images. What's the this? What's the one? It's supposed to be it's the paper. Yes, you are. I
All right, so we're going with sample number 4 with tube number 5. Oh, you're very curious. Trying to figure out why we're taking mud out of their backyard. Perhaps they had some treasure hidden on the peninsula and making sure we're not stealing anything.
Go for me.
That looks good. Don't see any clear disturbance. Hey Lisa, yeah, we've been getting really neat samples, very nice. With the Viber course, we got layering in the most superficial layers. This will be like dark layers of organic rich material integrated with dark gray clays. And then below that, usually get mostly clays with some fine silt. Massive in origin, but we're still trying to work out the best way to work with this sediment, because usually sometimes when you visually inspect them, it's difficult to see layers or strata, right? But then when you measure physical properties such as magnetic susceptibility, which is
I mean, you can either try and
one of the things we're doing, you actually see changes. Later on, we will do CT scans of this course. We will measure P wave velocity, conductivity, gamma ray porosity,
that's why we're talking about building another platform.
so that will help us to get a better idea of the structures that we cannot see so clearly on the first view, right? But yeah, so far so good. But as you see in the video stream, it may be tricky to get an undisturbed sample, but our pilots are very skillful, so if we don't get the best, they try again until we get the very best sample we can possibly obtain. So this one looks pretty good. There's some cracking, but that's okay. Once it settles down, that will fill up and will not be any cracking, but perhaps our friends on the back of the room that are logging things can know that we can see a crack. We have we lost part of the bottom of the core. I think I can see a gradation in color from the top down, from brownish to grayish. So now it's gonna be settled in position, and this will be a good one.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So minor disturbance, my logging friends, on the very top of the core, but the disturbance only reaches about 2-3 centimeters. So we're okay with that.
Build a platform out away, you know.
Like that? Okay.
As long as it doesn't interfere with the fiber core.
Oops. Scratch that. Say 5-6 centimeters. There is turbulence on one side of the tube. So we got a plume of clays coming from roughly 6 centimeters below the surface toward the top. So this is still a good one, but not the best one. I think the best would be 1 and 2, then 5 probably. So that was a fish doing a ninja move. He came towards us and then suddenly in a microsecond he turned away and left the screen. Pretty scary. I envy his skills in the martial arts of the Chilote Seas. It's a dojo probably around this area just for fish. Next time I'm gonna sign up for classes. Sorry, I'm drifting again. But again, wet. We have currents, so it's natural that one will drift, right? So now I'm trying to get sample, the fifth sample, using tube number 6. Coming through. Yeah, getting good penetration. Can see very well what's going on the top, but let's assume it's perfect. Coming back. I'm gonna check out
Position 5.
whether,
Position 6.
yeah, this looks pretty good. We got a couple of centimeters of water on top, so we got the same water interface. And we have some material come from the side, but that's okay. But our loggers can log that there is several tiny clumps of sediment. Ooh,
You just slipped, you caught me, slipped. It's still in there.
right. We're gonna have to repeat this one.
What's that?
We probably need to repeat this one because we already had some disturbance on the side, so this probably made it a bit worse than we would like to.
Alright.
Yeah.
Take a little while to get this clean.
So this is live science. So
So
we just try again. That's what we do. We never give up. Oh, we got a lot of salmon in the.
Yep.
We have to leave that one or do you go? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know if it's possible to take number 5, put it in number 6.
5?
Yeah, like switch over positions so we get the one we're not using in there with that salmon.
4, you mean?
No, number 5. Number 5 is empty. Right? Oh no, 4. 4. Right.
Four.
Sorry about that. Number 4.
Yeah. Try it.
My bad.
To let go.
Yeah, so I'll just stick this in the ground. And then pick up 4.
Yep.
There you go, Jake. Keep you on your toes there.
Yep.
So don't record.
Check it off again. Well,
Oh, that'll work,
Don't
I guess.
record position 6 as a sample.
Okay.
It's not something we want to do anything with.
Yeah.
But it would be that number 6 sample E and something position.
so we're attempting to because we got salmon on number 6. So we're gonna take tube number 4, which we're not using, and trying to put it back on number 6, which is contaminated, and then we're gonna use tube number 6 and put it in bucket number 4.
Yeah, those are the rack positions.
Okay.
Because it was 1, 2, 3. 4 failed, so we went to 5. And then we just did
Nice.
6, but none of those failed, so then we went to
Very nice. Very nice.
4.
Okay.
Sequential control.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks nice.
I haven't had enough time to do that, so I'm gonna have to come back. Because
The time's logged though, right? You've been logging.
Right.
So the time will be.
So I've been logging
Hmm.
here.
switching location for the
Yeah, I
tubes.
mean, as long as they're a sea log, that's where I
So
could.
it's gonna get like a side grab on that other one, that might be easier to put in that one really hard
Oh,
spot.
are you logging the biology, or are you logging the samples as well?
Nice.
You were logging the samples as well?
I didn't,
So you loggers log that we got tube number 4 in container.
like on here.
Are you guys listen to me? We just put tube number 4 in container number 6, the red one. So we're gonna try to get back the bottle from the seafloor and use container number 4. So the good sample will be in the black containers. The red one will be contaminated with material. Okay.
No, I didn't have to build it again. Didn't have a single.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to get a view of this. Okay, there it is.
So now it's our bottle waiting for us. Pilot's gonna pick it up and try to obtain our 5th
See, I'm just said too.
You just
push core.
see if it's working.
Because there's something they were in position.
Fish got away.
We did that. We did the same. Yeah, we-
You move, my guy. We're gonna pick your tail.
Maybe, yeah.
He's very curious. What's going on around here? Yeah, nice.
Looks like it's kind of empty too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're cleaning the tube so we can attempt
It's like receiving the rain.
the last push core.
Push core's been going pretty smoothly. Got some really full ones.
That four,
Some full ones, yeah.
we did, yeah, I was watching it. Cool description.
Yeah, so,
I have to take a fiber to the grade. This year's one.
Right, Lisa, they're gonna sell sample. Imagine if one of the fishes get into the bottle. Yeah, maybe they wanna be your pet, you know? You don't know.
so, you're the log, that goes over.
Okay, let's see. Can't see that well, but I think we got a pretty good. With a couple of centimeters of water on top.
It's coming off the bottom. Closer.
Okay, we're.
Coming out.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. That. Well, so what you're seeing is the effect of turbulence spreading through the core liner from bottom to top. And that's things that happen, you know. Yeah. Gotta get that thing pretty clean. Yummy, Alex. Yeah, you're right.
Watch out, you're getting
Yeah, Lisa. I imagine it was funny. But they're so curious. They like to see what's going on. They probably see this giant robot in their neighborhood, maybe their backyard. They want to check. What are these things doing here? You know? And they just stuck to the bottom. But they can't swim, so that might be weird as well. All right. Okay. So far so good. So far so good. Almost there. Yeah, that was a good move. Almost there.
This is a tight spot.
No, I'm not losing it.
Nice. So this year around, I was holding my breath. I can finally breathe. So we got a good sample. So that was okay. Good sample. Oh no, those yeah, good questions. We call them erizos. What's the name of erizo, guys?
Sea urchins.
Sea urchin.
You hear that, Lisa? They're very tasty, by the way. One of my favorite seafood when they're fresh. So logging, guys, so will be tube number 6 that now is being stored in the 4th container, a black one.
Right. Ready for rain's gonna come out?
Right.
Okay, I think we want
Oh, you're welcome, Lisa.
2, right? 2 Viper cores?
Yes, we're gonna do 2 Viper cores. So,
I'm
2
all
people
set
watching
up.
this, we just finished it with the push core. Now we're gonna take a different type of sampling, which relies on vibration to penetrate through sediments. This type of coring device is meant for mostly when you get coarse grain sizes in the range of fine sand to coarse
Can you
sand.
put that camera in front of you?
Sure.
On the retinal screen?
Yes, chef.
Ooh, they're pretty good, Lisa.
How's that?
Really good.
And that port arm's earning its money this trip.
Oh, yeah.
It's an easy life.
So how do you guys do the last time with the Viper coring? You were still doing the lift up, move from that? No?
No, we
Just same location?
No, no, we did here, and then after we did one, we just kind of hopped over a meter, set down, and then did the next one.
Okay.
So,
Like we did in the first dive. Because I wasn't for the second
This
dive.
morning.
Ah, this morning. Yeah, I wasn't looking at that one. Sorry. Okay.
Is that Viper core?
Yeah. All right.
So these are aluminum tubes, 1.5 meters long, we're able to penetrate up to 1.2 meters down below seafloor to get a longer sample than using the push cores. In this case, we're shooting to get stratigraphy layers. So we're trying to find a spot that hasn't been disturbed by the push cores, because we still, with this type of sampling device, we're able to get the sediment water interface. So we try to get that interface because the push cores are so short. Then we use several physical analytical methods to correlate the data from the push cores against the data from the vibro core. So we need to get those tops pretty undisturbed to be able to do so. So that's why we care so much about where we penetrate the seafloor. That's why the pilot's looking for the best possible spot to do this. Yeah, the dual science, Lisa. Yeah. And we have another device that we haven't tried yet. Maybe you heard this, Lisa. It's called a gravity quarter. In this case, we're carrying one 3 meter long. You can go longer, but this is the first time we're doing this in this vessel, so we're going to play on the safe side for this. So 3 meters still pretty good for
Gates open? All right, I'm gonna let it slip
trying
down
to
and
get a
try
sense
let
of
it
the
slip down.
evolution of the environment. We're lucky for the last 1,000 years or so.
Whoa.
You push it back in?
Yeah.
So we're
Should be down all the way now. Okay, I'm ready to go in if you wanna get prepared to vibrate.
Ready when you are.
All right, let's do it.
Ready.
You can all stop.
Stop. Ready.
All right. Open the clamp. Come up. Okay,
Vibrating.
go down.
That's funny, Lisa.
That's it.
I'm gonna search on YouTube for that.
Open it. Yeah. I can open it all. It's stuck. You like to get stuck.
So question, we're still using the valves? We're not trying one without one?
I think that's up to you guys. But yeah, I
But I thought we were doing trials without valves to see how it
No,
goes.
we're happy to do that.
But there's one tube without the valve? right now?
That, no,
Oh,
no.
all of them have the bottom
All
one?
valve here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're happy to do that whenever you guys want to do that.
All right. So can you guys log that all the tubes have the bag on? We need to remember for the next dive
In the back or something?
to let them know that we want to try without the bag.
No.
Didn't
Yes.
we have at least one without?
No, we were told to put all valves on hold.
No, no in this dive.
Hey, can we try the suction sampler?
Maybe try opening the jaw.
Were you
And that
asking?
way you can keep it from falling, but you can kind of, you know what I mean?
Around a little bit, yeah.
Right, Diego? Can we try the suction sampler? That's the picture. Oh, you did? Oh, with the push cord, right? You got a sea urchin with the push cord, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so at least here I have suction sampling after the scoops bags.
Yes, after the scoops. Or we could do it before you wanted, because it's gonna make it messy. That's okay?
Well, the currents are so strong that whenever we lift up, it gets taken away very rapidly. That's actually
Enough
something
to grab and then I'll winch down. Okay, there you go.
happening right now because we get like,
Close it?
you know, some type of erosion if we lift up the push cord.
I don't have a data log besides sea log for the suction.
Hola mamita, saludos, acá estamos transmitiendo de la sala de control. ¿Todo bien? Un montón de trabajo, pero va todo bien. Aquí estamos. Acabamos de terminar de sacar unas muestras con unos tubos transparentes, que son unos tubos cortitos como de 30 centímetros, y ahora estamos ahí lo que está en pantalla, estamos tratando de tomar un tubo que debería tener, ojalá en su totalidad, sedimento del fondo marino, y lo estamos tratando de asegurar. Entonces lo que hacemos es tomar muestras con los tubos transparentes. En este caso queremos tener 5 muestras exitosas con los tubos transparentes que se llaman sacatestigos de empuje o push core en inglés, y después en este caso estamos sacando 2 con otro aparato que usa unos tubos de aluminio. Los tubos de aluminio se hacen vibrar y eso ayuda a que penetren más fácilmente. Los tubos son de 1,5 metros y penetran más o menos hasta 1.2 metros. Entonces en teoría, si nos va bien, deberíamos tener más o menos 1.2 metros de sedimento. Entonces ese que está ahí, para que el sedimento no se caiga, tiene puesto abajo un aparato que permite entrar el sedimento en una sola dirección, hacia adentro del tubo, y en la parte superior tiene una válvula que produce succión. Entonces de esa manera el sedimento no se nos cae. Entonces ahora ese ya se tomó, entonces va lleno de sedimento y se está poniendo en ese lugar seguro. Después tiene una llave oscura por el costado que los pilotos van a asegurar. Y estamos listos con eso. Y después de esto viene una serie de muestras que solamente de la superficie, sin tratar de penetrar más abajo. Así que eso pues mami. Hemos estado aquí trabajando, aquí con harta gente, pero está bien entretenido, la verdad.
Yeah. Down a little bit.
Mira los pececitos, mami. Bueno, estaba visitando, mira, ese tiene unos colores tornasol arriba. O sea, una vuelta, mira cómo mira.
Aft, you know? But I mean, like move the jaw toward the aft of the sub. I think you're
Hay un montón de corriente, un montón de material que se ve, así que la visibilidad no es tan buena. Al principio lo que quería intentar era ver si el ROD podía hacer una vista así como panorámica del fondo, porque esperábamos encontrar algún tipo de estructuras de fondo marino, pero no resultó porque estaba demasiado turbio. Así que cancelamos eso y nos fuimos directo a la parte de toma de muestras. Y bueno, si alguien más de habla hispana nos está escuchando, estamos transmitiendo las operaciones del robot submarino Sebastián. Estamos sacando muestras de un sitio ubicado al este de la isla de Chiloé y al norte de Chaiten, relativamente cerca de la costa, en un lugar donde los datos de batimetría multihaz, que son unos datos que nos permiten ver la morfología del fondo, nos indicaban la presencia de un canal submarino, como un río submarino que deja un canal con meandros y todo. Entonces cogimos uno de estos lugares, porque según otros datos, además de algo que se llama geofísica marina, en este caso unos datos que intentan sacar como una ecografía de fondo marino, identificamos un montón de capas. Entonces las capas nosotros nos entregan información sobre el pasado. Entonces este lugar en particular lo escogimos porque estaba dentro de este canal submarino y porque además estas ecografías submarinas que nosotros le llamamos SBP, en inglés Subbottom Profiling, nos indicaba que había buenas capas que quizás nos entreguen buena información. Así fue como escogimos este lugar. Y para estar súper seguro de todo eso, lo que hicimos fue unas líneas norte-sur y después unas líneas este-oeste con el buque para tener datos en dos direcciones perpendiculares para poder estar seguro que este era el mejor lugar. Ahora, hace un ratito terminamos de sacar las muestras que están más cerca de su pantalla, en la parte inferior, que son los sacatestigos de empuje, donde logramos sacar entre 20 y 25 centímetros de muestra de sedimento y recuperar el agua justo arriba de eso. Y luego de eso sacamos los testigos de vibración, que son los tubos metálicos de aluminio que están ahí. Ahí estamos tratando de poner de manera segura el primero que hicimos, que fue aparentemente exitoso, y ahora vamos a intentar sacar otro más antes de continuar con los muestreos ya de superficie de fondo marino.
Is it still on? Oh, it's done.
We got it.
Any more resistance?
Besides,
It looked like it went in pretty easy.
it took a little while for the bottom to get to the catch. So I don't know if there was any bottom disturbance.
Yeah. And but when it was being inserted,
Oh, yeah.
went in very easily.
Very easily, yeah.
Pretty much equally stuff.
So now we are securing the two of the first one. Successful sediment core there. Before we attempt the second core with the barrel core.
There it goes. There it goes. All right, now I'm grabbing. All right. I'm gonna make sure I can go down. And some. All right, we gotta move anyway though, because this is our old spot where we just did it, right? Are you happy to move?
Happy if you are.
Happy to move? Did you want to switch to delete or are you good?
I'll first.
Try and hop forward.
About vibration,
Yeah.
are we going 100%, 50% vibration power or vibration intensity? I don't know how to call it. Or how are we doing in that sense?
What are you doing for vibration there, Chris?
About halfway across.
Half? Okay.
And now let me see if I can get through now.
Do you want to try this higher?
So we've been doing half all the way, right?
Yeah, about that.
Yesterday and today?
I don't know about yesterday.
But today we've been doing half.
Yeah,
The,
this one
the,
we're doing.
Yes?
yeah. And this one, the last one, yeah.
Okay.
This time.
So the first one was half
Yeah.
in this
Half?
case. When it's like
Yeah.
full,
Try more. Yeah.
can we
If
try
you
full
wanna s-
vibration to
if
see
you
what?
want to go
And then we
if that
compare.
changes
Yes.
compression.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Thumbs up on that.
You guys can log that. We're changing vibration,
Changing to a higher
rate
intensity.
intensity. We're going full intensity for this one.
To see if that reduces compression. See if we have a little bit of basically.
You want to come up with
That's what you keep trying.
Just keep trying the different parameters or something.
It's quite hard when you go one.
Yeah, so we're.
Oh, I can't, yeah, I'm gonna have to come off, maybe you could can you take the starboard arm and put the camera in there and see if you can see what's going on? Something's preventing us from being able to lower this right now. Maybe it's just not quite aligned with the, hole in the bottom or something, but it's supposed to have a Delron thing that guides it in. Can't really see, huh? All right, let me try and grab it a little lower and I can raise it up more. Opening the clamps. Whoa. All right, you can put it back in, sorry.
No worries.
Okay, I'm gonna try and open a little bit and just come down. No, that's just me. That's not the. Right now, grabbing. I'm going to lift it so we can see. Can't really see anything. Huh? Just dirt. I'm going to try and go down again. Was what?
Where?
Watching me here.
We should do this again, though, because I think this piece came from the last location.
What doesn't stay for
This is the vibrocore frame.
It's hitting it right on that.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. That's what I hold it. But it's just, maybe it's not quite lined up or something. I think I'm gonna have to come off bottom for us to see.
Yeah.
Love.
start moving a little bit to change location? Is that
We
it?
have to try and see why it won't go through. Right now, I can't get it to drop through the vibracore. So we won't be able to do any samples unless I figure out why.
This piece.
Right.
Something's
Go
blocking.
down real fast.
Huh?
Go down real fast.
Go down real fast.
Right.
Oh, it's
Close
faster.
that up.
Where do we get it?
No, not that, and like RP.
Yeah, see,
Not all that.
Jacob was pointing out that with this going up and down, we've sort of dropped sediment in there, so
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
going to have quite a disturbed top here.
Yeah.
So we could potentially
Because
put something. Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna move to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Good eye, Jacob.
Go down, you can see the hole now.
I'm just trying to make sure my
Close
gates,
down.
my gate's definitely
Now it's
open.
open. Now go down.
Yeah.
There you go. You're in.
Oh, okay, all right. So I don't know what the heck that was. That was weird.
I'll just make sure we keep it away.
Okay, in any case, I think we're good now. Okay, so you want to go to a different area?
Yes, please.
Still starboard.
I mean, you can leave it out if you want. It's nice to have that view.
What's that?
It's not hurting nothing, you know?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Everybody ready?
Full vibration.
Yeah.
Going. Alright.
Oh, so you can see, yeah. Now we're actually vibrating. Kind of vibrating myself over here.
Yeah,
So
opening,
vibrating, I would say.
coming up.
So for you people watching this, so we can control the intensity of the vibration to penetrate the sediments, and we've been doing half intensity. Now we're going full power. So sure you were able to see that vibration. I feel those waves of vibrating energy through your eyes, through your bodies. So the idea being that we don't want to compress the sediment so much.
I'll finish this though.
What?
Okay, ready?
What is that?
Yeah.
Full vibration.
Are we producing that cloud? The cloud of sediments that just came through?
Not really sure. Should be.
Probably not. I wouldn't think,
We
no,
ju-
I wouldn't think that was
Thrusters are off, right?
Oh, no, you have to have thrusters on. If
So,
you don't have thrusters on,
uh,
it'll blow all
you
over.
didn't see that cloud that came, like very dense cloud that came through?
All right, you can stop. Coming out.
Can you guys look at that?
Yeah.
You got a dense cloud of sediment coming through the view. We don't know the origin of that cloud. And so the thing is, because the liners, they have a valve on top and a core catcher at the bottom, when we are trying to penetrate, so we vibrate. So in order to get sediments inside the liner, we need to allow the water to come off the inside of the tube through this valve. So we've been discussing that the valve might be a little too stiff, and maybe water might have some, difficulty getting from the inside to the outside, clearing room for the sediment to get in. If that happens, for instance, you will get water compressing the sediments, so that won't allow us to get full penetration. And the other factor being that maybe, and we're testing this, if we increase vibration, it will be easier to penetrate. So maybe we might compress the sediment less in that sense. So it's a trade-off, right? Because if we go faster, we're compressing more, but the walls of the tube are going to penetrate easier. So maybe the perfect equation would be to vibrate more or have a...
Should just be scoops now?
Yes.
And then they were talking about maybe trying
We got
efficiency.
4 scoops coming now.
If possible. Just to suck up dirt, I think.
They wanted to get it.
Urchin.
Oh.
And we want to try suction sampling after the scoops.
Open for me?
Suction sampling?
Ready?
She's like, "Do not, I don't care about this thing."
Gerson, thank you for your questions. I'm going to ask one of the pilots to see if they can answer that question for us. And I'll be translating for you. We are right now trying to secure the second Viper core. So far, so good. And for people logging, we can say that these 2 we got so far. First one, perfect recovery and position on the rack, so no disturbances after coring. So no post-coring disturbance for the first one. Second one is looking good, so it seems that this one is also be a good one. Then we're gonna see afterwards if we have a difference in penetration. Basically, we're sampling the same sediment types. So in this case, the testing is different vibration, same equipment, same physical properties for the sediment. So we will assume that any different penetration or disturbance will be due to difference in vibration intensity in this case. So now the tube is in the rack, and now we have to turn the security keys. Those are the black things you see next to the tubes. So you'll be able to see how when they turn, they secure the core in place. So when we come back to the ship, it won't fall off the rack. Yeah, there we go. That was good. I think I lost like 5 pounds with that one.
You lost 5 pounds?
Yeah. I'm so tense. I'm not breathing. I guess I'm gonna be able to compete in apnea driving after this. Diving, sorry. Here you can make good money with that. I'm drifting again with the currents. All right, that's secure. So we got perfect post-coring recovery, so we're good.
All good?
So that means that any of these would be good to split if we wish to, right? So, I don't know if one of you, the pilot, can answer this question. This is a school. They're studying robotics here in Chile. And they're wondering how you pilots control the arms, I'm guessing, or the robots. They're wondering also what kind of programming language you use. And I think just answered that question because they were asking what are those black things. I don't know if you're referring to what we have just in front of the camera right now or the black thing that lock the course in place. But can you answer that for me, how we control, what kind of language programming we use for this?
Okay, so the control system is green seas, and they use what's the one with penguin? I'll come back to that one.
I don't remember.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's Jimbo's favorite.
Thank you for the question.
Linux, yeah. So it's a Linux-based operating system.
Okay.
It's Linux-based. Green Seas is the actual software. We control it via fiber optic links. So everything that we do here, every command that we have, everything that we do gets transferred to a fiber optic signal that goes down to the sub via a cable. And then once it gets to the cable, then it's demuxed to the actual signals of what we're doing, whether it's, you know, open a valve, whatever, including the videos. The videos are transferred from camera to a board. Board takes it to fiber, or to light up the fiber, and then it comes back down to siblings up here and set everything we have here.
So they're using, ellos están usando fibra óptica para comunicarse todas las señales que envía la manipulación de varios joysticks que hay aquí arriba en la sala de control con el robot, y eso incluye las imágenes, las señales para comandar el movimiento del robot, todo eso vía fibra óptica. Y acabamos de cambiar de piloto.
What's that?
No, we just changed pilot, so I was about to ask you if you can say again the name of the program you're using.
It's Green Seas,
Green
is the
Seas?
operating system, and it's Linux-based.
Okay, so un programa en Linux que se llama, sería la traducción como Mar Verde, Green Seas, right? And ¿ese programa es código abierto o es desarrollado por ustedes? O es sorry, change language, sorry. Is that a program proprietary for this specific ROV?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So, Green Seas is a public company. They have lots of different systems they do, but each one is tailored to the system that they're using.
Okay.
Us being a one-off system, the operating system for Sebastian is specific to Sebastian.
Okay.
And that makes it great because we can tailor to what we want, and since they can get to the heart of it, they can change things like from remotely. It's like, okay, now we have this functionality, now we have this functionality.
Right,
So,
right,
yeah.
great. So you English speaker probably caught that, so I'm going to translate to Spanish. So este programa que se llama Green Seas, traducido como Océanos Verdes, que trabaja en Linux, está diseñado específicamente para este robot. Es una compañía que hace programas para ROVs, pero en este caso cada vez... yeah, you got 4 scoops now coming.
4 scoops.
Yes. Entonces el programa en este caso está específicamente diseñado para poder transmitir y recibir la información tanto de imágenes como de varios sensores que tiene este robot. Este robot incluye incluso batimetría multi-as, que hasta ahora no hemos probado. Estamos yendo de a poco, ¿verdad? Porque estamos recién comenzando la expedición. Así como sensores visuales y otros sensores que se pueden agregar como accesorios. Entonces, ahí estamos yendo de a poco. En este caso, lo que más nos interesa a nosotros con el proyecto geológico es nos interesa el tema de sacar muestras sin ningún problema, ¿verdad? Tan prístinas como podamos. Se me enredan los lenguajes. Así que estamos bien focalizados en eso. Ya. Y tenemos un cumpleaños en la audiencia. Amaya Valdés cumple hoy 15 años y está viendo esta transmisión. Aquí le manda saludos la hermana Amanda Colombina Valenzuela, una de nuestras biólogas, Amaya Valenzuela. Amaya Valenzuela, perdón, está de cumpleaños, 15 años cumple hoy día, nos está viendo vía YouTube, asumo. Ella es hermana de Amanda Colombina Valenzuela, que es nuestra bióloga marina y líder del equipo de educación y de comunicaciones de nosotros hacia la comunidad. Así que Colombina, mi amiguita, le manda saludos a su hermana.
What number scoop is that?
4.
Quattro, thank you.
So scoop number 4 now coming.
Just sediment, any those things that there doesn't matter. Solo la superficie, ¿no?
Sí. No, solo la superficie 10 cm. I don't what? Sorry. Only the surface, the top 10 centimeters is okay. We're good, right? 10 centimeters?
Entre 10 y 20.
Yeah.
10, 20 is okay.
You want an urchin in there?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Cumpleaños feliz. Te deseamos a ti. Canto también. Cumpleaños Amaya, que los cumplas feliz. We got a birthday in the audience. It's Colombian sisters turning 15 today. So it's a quinceañera. Woo! Thank you, Lisa. Sorry about that. So the sister of one of our scientists is turning 15, so that's why I'm trying to use my best singing skill to sing happy birthday in Spanish. Chilean version. Because, you know, we have so many Latin American countries. Each country has its own version of the song. Of course, ours is the best. No, da. Amaya, hasta mi mamá te manda saludos de cumpleaños. Ahí Miriam Vázquez Toro, ella es mi mamita que está viendo todo esto. You guys like that? First one was good?
Yep.
Okay.
Número dos.
Número 2. Trying to mimic the accent of my friend here next to me. Número 2.
Número dos.
Número 2.
Número dos.
Número 2. I'm his equal. So for this type of sample, we're interested in just the upper 10, 15, 20 centimeters of the seafloor. This is going to be used for marine biology studies. And we're trying to pick a location where we haven't sampled before, so it's undisturbed.
So lights are
So each of these bags usually recovers about, we estimate between 1.5 liters of sediment. So we're taking 4 of them, so we'll be in the vicinity of 5 liters.
Otherwise, you'd see them. Yeah. Just have mud on. There you go.
Ya, entonces acabo de saber ahí que también está mi papá escuchando la transmisión, así que saludos papito. Acá estamos, puro trabajando, sufriendo con el trabajo, ganándose el pan de cada día, con el sudor, sangre que nos corre sin dormir, aquí moviéndonos con el mar. No, la verdad es que es bien entretenido acá, toda la gente se porta súper bien. Tenemos muy buenas relaciones con todo el mundo, la gente del buque es muy amable, todos nos ayudan en todo. Y el equipo científico, la verdad es que hay muy buenas relaciones entre todos, estamos trabajando súper bien. Vamos obviamente lento porque son los primeros días de expedición y esta expedición tiene algo en particular, que es que casi no tuvimos tránsito. Entonces comenzamos desde que zarpamos hasta que llegamos al área de recoger datos, pasó solamente 1 hora. Normalmente en mis expediciones tenemos varios días, entre que zarpamos de puerto y hasta que llegamos al área de estudio. En este caso tuvimos 1 hora, entonces eso sumado a buque nuevo, equipo científico nuevo, ha hecho que nos tome unos días para tener todo andando de manera, digamos, más eficiente, pero estamos llegando a eso. Hoy día ya todo está saliendo bastante bien.
¿Está buena esa?
Very good sample. Yeah, it's good. Está buena. So I think I said this in Spanish before, so I'm gonna tell it in English. So each of these bags allow us to recover about 1 to 1.5 liters of sediments. We're targeting the first 10 to 20 centimeters below the seafloor, so very superficial. And with this, the marine biology group, particularly the people that does benthics, they will be studying the fauna that we can find in this area.
Yeah.
Someone say hello, Scott, from Amalia and Alisa.
Sounds good. When is, what's off on?
All we have to do is just do some bags and then some suction samples.
Okay, so whatever that's,
Probably 20 minutes.
we've got 2 more scuba bags. Just cleaning some of it off right now.
I want to say thank you to you, Amalia, for saying hello to Scott. another bag. Let's see how the pilot move the bag so it will open, so it'll be easier to get salmon inside. And if you look at the design, the section is rectangular, so that allows to cover a larger area and not to penetrate too much, because we don't want that. We just want the first 10 to 20 centimeters of sediment.
How is it floating with waves?
Are we getting stronger currents maybe?
No, it feels the same.
Still the same?
Yeah.
So, do you have an idea why we get these clouds of sediment? Is something we're
No,
doing?
I'm moving to fresh.
Oh, you're moving right now. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll wait a little so the currents will take away all these clouds of sediment, because basically we always try to avoid contamination. In this case, mostly the one that we produce ourselves by digging down into the seafloor for samples. Now you see how we're taking examples. So this is the best camera to look at the area we're sampling? This one?
This one?
The one over there? Okay.
I think it's that one on the back. It should be somewhere.
All right. Yeah. You people don't see this, but there's like a million screens here. Yeah, enough. Kind of 200 cameras going on.
This one is the same one we should have.
Yeah. That's it, right? Okay.
And so is this full enough? I think so.
Yeah, looks good enough. Okay. Go ahead and sample. So we got over here our stellar pilot on the wheel. Right? Anto González, ¿qué organismos buscan específicamente con las muestras? Voy a pasar esa pregunta a alguno de los científicos que va a estar estudiando estas muestras, que están justo sentados atrás mío. ¿Pueden responder eso?
Okay, so one more of those.
Si te acercas
So,
y
yeah, so
hablas
we have
directamente
one in the front,
al micrófono acá,
Yeah, I'm
¿o
gonna
tienes el
start.
micrófono?
Yeah, we can bring
¿Lo tienes ahí?
that one in.
¿Is that lit?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Bueno, saludos, Anton. Un abrazo. Mira, lo que buscamos principalmente son tónicos que habitan en el fondo marino. Especialmente buscamos poliquetos, los cuales son los gusanos submarinos que habitan sobre el sedimento. También buscamos, por lo que se pueden ver en la imagen del rock, son equinodermos. En este caso, a simple vista estarían siendo erizos irregulares, ya que no contienen la misma morfología que el erizo normal que nosotros conocemos como el erizo rojo o el erizo negro. ¿Ya? También hemos estado recolectando algunos crustáceos. Hoy día nos pudimos obtener un pequeño gran cangrejito que no lo hemos podido identificar todavía, pero lo tenemos fijado para poder estudiarlo ya más tranquilamente en el laboratorio.
Thank you very much for the explanation.
routine as designer fitting slots for the feedback.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And you can grab it like in 2 different ways.
What number is this one?
Right now it's white red, but there is a there is a number on it. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, wait, we have it written down. Number 1.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, we. Can you look that? That was number 1, 2, 3. That's number 5, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So push core number 5.
Disturbed?
Yeah, get pushed by the arm, so the top would be disturbed. This is the last scoop, right?
This is the last one.
So we're doing the last scoop sampling in this area. And yeah, we got an erizo inside the bag. Yeah. So if the marine biologists don't want it, I think I'm gonna eat it. Is that cool? No? Yeah, they're looking at me with a mean face. And I was thinking, what a bad idea what it was, but I think it was a perfect idea. And I think we got something inside other than the erizo. A non-echinodermic creature. It's like a worm or something. Can you see that, Gianluca? You see that? No? You need glasses or something?
No.
I can bring a telescope or something if you need some help with your eyes. This was right there like a second ago, but there was some living creature there, like a worm, maybe. I'm not so sure. So Diego, do you have an idea of the volume or the weight of the samples we're getting in each bag, more or less?
Weight?
Yeah, or volume? Any estimate of the amount of sample we're getting on each bag?
4 or 5 kilograms?
Per bag? Or the whole thing?
Or maybe less, no?
2 or 3 kilograms each bag.
Huh.
Yeah.
I see. So maybe 10, 12 kilos total. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Maximum.
Okay. So Lisa, yes. So we geologists like to lick rocks. I would like to say that we like to kiss them, and curse them, but we go directly with the tongue, because some minerals you actually recognize by the taste, and some due to a property that produces that your tongue gets stick to the mineral, and you unstick it fairly easily. That's called a chrysocolla. It's very common in northern Chile, and there's another mineral that tastes really bad. It's called chalcantita, and sometimes it's difficult to differentiate between these minerals and other bluish, light bluish minerals in the same area. So the only way to, recognize them is to just lick them. Yeah, I know. Here, we're not too keen to put our tongues on the sediments because, well, for one thing, there's red tide. For another thing, there is a lot of salmon farms, and we know they use antibiotics and other products. And on the other side of things, we don't know much about this area, so who knows? Maybe there's something that I don't want to say it tastes bad. It's just maybe not good for our health, right? So to play on the safe side, we're not licking, eating, masticating anything in this expedition.
I'm getting out of the way here.
Because there is another technique when you have a mud, which for us sedimentologists will mean that we have clays and silts, very fine-grained material. To differentiate between clays and silt, we actually put a piece of mud in the mouth. We try to fill it with your teeth, and so when you know that you're in a relatively uncontaminated area, you might decide to try that. But in this particular environment, we kind of refrain in doing anything like that. When I get too sick on a ship, at least the waves, things are rocking, moving. We eat way too much. That's the other thing.
Especially today.
So if you feel nauseous or something, it's gonna be bad. Yeah. True, Lisa.
Just knock it in or put it into the basket, however you deem. Because the first place that's gonna go is into the thruster. Right?
Oh, so the upper part of the tube broke, right?
Yeah. Is that good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
We're able to breathe underwater. This would be a good place to take a nap. It looks soft, kind of comfy. So you're seeing that in the previous maneuver, we accidentally broke the top part of one of the push cores. So now the pilot is recovering the part, and it fell right in the crate. Yes, as he planned, of course. It wasn't accidental. You guys don't ever think that. He's looking very proud about his skills, being transmitted and narrated by the craziest geologist in Chile, Rodrigo, for all you out there. Yeah, the spaghetti monster. Yeah. I'd like to see another one of those around here. Thank you, Adam. Very glad you enjoyed the transmission. So we're trying the suction sampling?
Yeah, we have to
Okay.
get the hose in our hand.
All right. So we're putting the hose on,
You can kind of get a little bit of glimpse of it there.
on the robot's hand. So we're going to try our last method of sampling, which is sampling by suction.
Or if you can reach back and slip it.
What is the other end? Is it not floating on the way?
It's here,
Because the sugar is floating.
it's underneath the, here, actually. It's over the side.
What is that? That what's that? A fish head?
Decapitated fish.
Wow. He committed suicide or who did that? Let's say he committed suicide, right? Hangs himself because he was so depressed. No? Okay. Not good. Sorry about that. I got Sophia here trying to limit my creativity. But it's okay. I need someone to control myself, otherwise I'm gonna go all over the place.
All right, I'm coming up. Well, so you can see where it is.
But maybe you can see it, can't see it. Just see that one.
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, apparently,
double
Lisa.
like, put it in stow position? Put the arm in stow
Well, they're
position?
very curious, so maybe he just got too close. With even with all the cameras we have here,
Risk yaw out.
there's still blind spots, so we cannot securely prevent every single thing that can happen. You know,
You see your
we're
wrist
being
there?
very careful.
So
We
now
actually
just risk yaw out.
we have here at least in this moment
Just the wrist, there you
7 people. Sometimes we have like 10, 12 people watching all these cameras to make sure that everything goes according to plan. Right now there's 7 of us with several cameras, and yeah, fish got too close probably, apparently, but we didn't see it.
See the inner end there?
That's the suction hose, the red one.
It's just tangled on the basket. We're trying to untangle it.
Okay.
There it goes. All right. I'm gonna land.
Over, because you want to land.
You wanna grab it now?
Yeah.
I won't land yet. No, we're trying to grab the hose and do a suction sample. We had to come up and untangle the hose from the basket. How many suction samples do you wanna do?
Just one. We like to see how it goes.
Okay. Don't take something too big, it'll get stuck in the hose.
Yeah. There is a lot of erizos over there, so I don't know the diameter of the hose. Something like
That big.
like 2 inches, 2.5 inches, something
So
like
the
that.
diameter of the hose is the orifice.
Right. So erizos, Giancarlo, what's the size of these erizos? In inches? Is less or more than 2 inches?
It's about 2.
Yeah.
They're about the same size, so
Yeah.
they're not getting in the house.
Actually, very small.
Okay.
No, sir?
They're allowed to soak.
What about it, sir?
Never soak them. I said that's
Please don't give me ideas. There is something here.
Oh, I'm not getting any of that.
No intel. Really? No, must be jammed. That's with, oh, we can't poke it now with the arm either. Okay. Huh. Are you sitting on bottom right now?
Thought it was. Yeah, I'm on bottom.
Try, unless you need to be there, try killing your thrusters and then doing it with full pressure. It's taking your pressure down a little bit, just give you a little extra.
Okay, I've got all zeros. Yeah, that's supposed to
So in the meanwhile, I'm saying hello to the planetarios. Planetarios is a group of some of the best geologists in the country. They're watching us right now, commenting on some social media, saying hello. Yes, some answer a couple of questions. So yes, we're taking sediment sample for sedimentological studies, but also we have marine biologists, we have people that study microbes, paleontology, microfauna. So the idea is to study the effects of volcanic eruptions in the marine environment. In this case, we're getting near Chaiten area, where in 2008 there was an explosive eruption of Chaiten volcano, and a big amount of that material that got erupted made it through coastal areas, and we're trying to search the dispersion of the sediments, how the sediment spread out in the Chiloé Sea, and perhaps towards the Corcovado area, and then to the outer shelf. And
right in between 3 and 4.
this will be to trying to reconstruct
Did we launch like that?
the history of eruptions in the area with hopefully better resolution than land sedimentary records. And aside from that, we also would like to study the effects on the marine life and local ecology.
It's trying to move.
So that's the reason why we have a pretty multidisciplinary equipment team with scientists from different countries, different disciplines, including sedimentology, geochemists, volcanologists, micropaleontologists, marine geologists, marine geophysicists. I don't want to forget anybody. I think we have also, on the microbes, that in this case we're collaborating and we have in our team people from Universidad de Playa Ancha. Here with us is Macarena Perez, who is representing her university to study they call it microbial ecology of sediments, which it will serve to give us an indication of any changes in the marine depositional environment before, during, and after volcanic materials get deposited in the seafloor. So that's another type of proxy we will use to reconstruct the effects of the eruptions in this area. So we're trying to look at the same problem from different angles, different disciplines, and from the point of view of scientists from the US, Italy, New Zealand, and of course, Chile. Scotland. I forgot Scotland.
Okay. This is opposite.
Okay, Rodrigo, you got anything else here? The section sample, we're gonna have to check that on deck, something's wrong.
Okay, yeah, we're done here then.
Does it?
Yep, that's it. We're good.
So suction didn't go?
No, it's not working.
Yeah, so we have to log that. Maybe in the next dive we can try if that works.
What's the ID for suction?
I don't think we have one. Good.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's the short answer. Yeah, so Becky just came to the room like an hour ago suggesting that we might want to try that just to see how it looks.
Yeah.
So,
We'll just put suction.
yeah, suction sample for now. And anyways, we didn't get the sample, so we're not too worried about that at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
A what? A soft bottom? Oh, yeah, yeah. Bridge, RV.
ROV bridge.
Let's be off bottom there, Luke.
Off bottom, thank you.
So we just finished the different sampling methods that we planned for this location, and if you just joined this transmission, we're located east from Chiloé Island, near the coast of continental Chiloé, north from the town of Chaiten. In the previous night and day, we mapped very interesting submarine channels with several surface sedimentary structures such as dunes and ripples. Using that information plus the amount of current we have here, we wanted to sample this channel to see what kind of material are we transporting. In this case, it seemed, at least in this moment, currents are coming from the north towards the south. But as tides change, they may shift from south to north. So we're trying to figure that out. This will be something we'll be studying in the next few days when we will be working around Chaiten area. And I have to probably tell you that next week on the 12th, we have the visits of students from several schools that will be on board, and we're preparing to show them all the work we're doing, preliminary results. And so this is being organized by a group of scientists from our team, plus the outreach personnel from the Schmidt Ocean Institute, who are being very helpful with this and instrumental to get this exciting outreach activity done. And it's been very difficult to organize. It's not easy. There are, in this case, I believe 17 schools associated with the school district from Chaiten. Some of the schools are located in isolated islands that are spread out throughout the Chilote Seas, and another few of these schools are inland in the continent, also in areas that are not so easy to reach. So we're trying to put together a group of students, and they will come visit us and learn about their own environment, because this is their lands, their seas.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hey,
Is on it clear?
ready for us to pass this over?
No, give a sec.
Sure.
Still hearing up.